We got the call at 1 p.m. The barn's on fire.
By that evening, the barn was completely burned away, and 20 years of our hard work was just gone. Everything we built started so small. At 12, I started with wild berries on a card table by the road. I expanded the garden, I doubled it, tripled it, and it went from there.
I met Ryan on vegetariansingles.com.
At the time, I was running my own small community work CSA farm in my hometown. And we fell in love and joined forces in 2007, got married right there in the old barn. We shared this dream to grow organic and local and delicious food to build soil and community.
We've been serving over 1,200 families a year, plus farmers markets, local stores, and other wholesale accounts. But February 17th last year marked the worst event in our decades of farming history.
On Saturday morning, a 4-alarm fire destroyed much of Granby's Red Fire Farm store.
Alana, it was really a stunning and sad visual after that intense fire yesterday that left just so much burnt and demolished.
Pretty sad to see it go. I mean, I couldn't believe how big the damage was. I mean, it's insane that it's just gone completely.
The fire became so intense that eventually over 10 fire departments responded to calls for mutual aid. Local residents and customers had been driving up and down Carver Street all day Sunday to see the damage. I spoke to one woman who used to live in the home next to the farm who told me she needed to see firsthand what had happened to both the farm and the family that do so much for the community.
It's absolutely devastating. They're a huge part of the community. They bring organic vegetables. They're absolutely delicious. And to see it the way it is right now, I mean, I'm ready to cry.
By the time we got into the trailer that's like the fire trailer for the staff, I had gotten so cold I was just like uncontrollably shaking. I've never experienced that kind of shock before.
It was 2/3 gone when we first got there. This beautiful 100-year-old post and beam structure with chestnut beams, the heart of the farm, where we got married, where families came every week. And to see that all go up in flames in one day is just, I don't cry that easily and that often, but I was definitely crying that day.
Paul and Ryan were watching the barn go down, and they were both completely devastated because both of them had put so much work into the building. You can't build back a building like that. It's not even chestnut trees anymore, so.
Left farm owners with an estimated $2 million worth of damage from that building alone. They also lost the majority of the farm's equipment.
Everything inside, 20 years of tools, machines, equipment, computers, our whole electrical system that fed the farm, walk-in coolers, all of it gone in one afternoon. We were pretty much broken.
They've been hearing from many people in the community reaching out with support.
That's both breaks my heart again and again when I'm like, oh man, all these other people out there who really loved it and now it's gone for everyone. But it's also really supportive right now for us to hear from people, so I appreciate so much all the outreach that we've had.
In the weeks since, the Voiland family has seen and felt an amount of support that has both been much needed and appreciated.
Just having everyone talk to us and call and email and say, we really want you to succeed and be back, and that has been the energy that we really needed.
When word got out, there was a major outpouring of support. Cards started arriving, handwritten notes and donations. People writing about what the farm has meant to them over the years, seeing where their food comes from, and bringing their kids.
Being involved in the community and neighbors helping neighbors is what we really need, help out, reach out if you can, I mean, especially a farm like this that puts food on our tables.
Pretty hard to stand up and keep going, but we don't really feel alone in it because people are already helping so much.
If it hadn't been for that, I don't think we would have been having the stamina to keep farming. We were already holding on just barely from COVID, inflation.
With post-pandemic supply chain issues,
we were looking at about over 50% increase in costs just for our fuel for the greenhouses, for our trucking to take everything to where it needs to go, just running the irrigation pumps.
The
most dramatic drought in this area we've ever had in all of my years of farming.
The fruit freezes and flooding rains that wiped out our crops earlier on.
It's a pretty dramatic example here of the pace of climate change, because this is the second multiple-inch rainstorm we've had this week. We've had these sort of storms all year long, causing all kinds of problems to the crops. In the last 18 months, those letters and donations that this farm matters to more than just us. That's what kept us going and kept our farm store open in its temporary spot
to improve their short-term setup.
Right now we're kind of in a holding pattern in terms of a permanent rebuild, and we're putting our effort and resources into trying to make this temporary store better and functional for the duration of this season.
Now we're finally ready to rebuild the heart of the farm. We need a real facility, a barn and store to do the work we've traditionally done. And we can't keep going without having the income from a real store to support the whole farm.
We have hired a general contractor and plans are approved and underway. Even with landing a state grant and investing all of our available funds, we are now looking at a shortfall of over $400,000 as building costs keep escalating.
So it's time for an old-fashioned, new-fashioned barn raising. Every gift will help us build this place.
Here's where the doors will be, and inside here, all the produce displays and local foods, even with heat in the winter. Here's where the bathrooms will be with running water and space for a small kitchen for prepared foods, and an atrium to sit in for light and plants in the winter.
You can sponsor all these parts, the beams, the doors, even the field you can see from right here, where you can walk out to pick your own and sit at the picnic tables. Put your family name on parts of the barn as you help build it. Every single person who gives will have their name on the barn. When you're driving by or coming in to get some food or with your kids,
you'll be able to see your name and be reminded that you helped make this barn possible.
And our farm is still here because of you.
With everyone's names here on the barn, the new barn will be a truly living symbol of our shared agricultural community.
To thank everyone who makes this possible, we are going to all party together when the barn is open. You're invited to our barn's grand opening revival party with a live band, dancing, and recognition of every donor to celebrate in the barn that you helped raise.
Farms help our land, our air, our water. There's no better investment in our local community than really in farms.
It has been our work for our entire lives to grow food for thousands of people here in Massachusetts. We want to continue to be there, continue growing food for our community in the future. And we need this barn in order to make that happen. Thank you so much for believing in what we're building together
here at Red Fire Farm.